guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is just going to be a requested quick little tutorial. I said I went back to my roots on Instagram because sometimes a loaded bag is somewhat of a flat mail. You don't have to send a big package or a 3D project or anything like that. And you don't have to send a lot. It's just a fun way to receive some good old-fashioned happy mail. I did haul these cute little Valentine's Day bags this year from, I think, Home Goods. Both of them at TJ Maxx Home Goods. This one has cute little cherries. This one is shaped like a chocolate, and this is it right here. So cute. So this is the bag I showed on my Instagram, so I won't do the same exact bag, but this bag is already cute in itself. Before, when I made paper bags, I felt like I would use white paper bags and line the whole thing with like cardstock, which you could still do. You can also use the lunch sack ones that don't have handles, like the paper brown ones. But yeah, this is such a cute paper. So this is the back side, and then where it folds, which is the bottom of the bag, this is going to be the front. So you just cover, basically you staple, and then you cover this little section right here. So this bag, this is a smaller bag. You only have, like, this one in particular is only an inch. So you can only stick so much an inch in, if that makes sense. So what I like to do is fold it over, and without cutting too deep and not starting at the very edge, just a little bit in, I cut right on the line with an X-Acto knife. That way, when I'm folding stuff over, there's room for stuff to go inside the bag, if that makes sense. Okay, but we'll start with this bigger one. I kind of don't like how these handles are flapping. I would rather have these stiff ones because I always like to tie some trim ribbon, like use your ribbon and do the handles. A lot of people like to cut the handles off, but I like the way that it looks. This adds to the chaos when everything's hanging out and dangling out. It looks nice. And I like to tie ribbon to it because you get to use your ribbon stash. So I'll still do this one. It's still cute with the handles. I will leave it like that. So here's this one. It's pink. It doesn't have like a barcode or anything, but it does have, you know, it has all the fold and the creases. So basically what you're going to do, oh my gosh, my nails are so tender. I just ripped my acrylic nails off, is you're just going to staple this section, which is right here. This pocket is a little bit deeper than the other one because it's a bag. It's a bigger bag. Let's see. So this one you technically do not need to like cut. I'm going to cut it anyway, just to get a little bit of depth in some of the sections, and you'll have some of the other part of the bag, which is this part right here, is in the way, so you can only kind of stick stuff in the center part, and that'll be for, like, I'll show you, like pokey tools or something like this. Okay, so anyway, what you'll do is get the first part of your bag, not the second part. I mean, you could do the second part, but that'll make your very, gonna staple right along the edge. I have a mini stapler, but I would use my big one if I knew where it was. So I did 3 staples right here, and then I would come around, and again, just this section, right on as close as to the edge as you can get, leaves more rooms for crafts. So 3 doesn't have to be perfect. Then whatever the size of this bottom square is, you're gonna cut that and basically just lay it down. So because this is a busy pattern, I just went with a solid gold. Of course, I'm running out of glue. You can use wet glue as well, but these have that, like, that sheen to it, almost like a, not glossy, but the wet glue is going to take a lot longer to dry on this. Yeah, there's your pocket. That's all that there is to it. When you stick goodies in, so you can stick goodies right here in this first crease, which is in the back, and then the first crease, which is in the front, but it's a little bit shallower, so it comes to an end. Some of the stuff won't stick out as high. For instance, let's find my tallest item. In the first crack, it only goes this deep, so you can see how much it hangs out, versus if you stick it in the back one, it's the whole length of the bag. So stick that in that last crease, and it barely pops out. And in loaded bags, I like to make it have that cascading, like, look to it with embellishments and stuff. Quick little tutorial how to do that. And as I was stuffing it, I used the new KS Craft. It's the alphabet letters, and you can like embroider them, but I just left them blank and did XO. Did some dangling cherries. This is a great time for this section to use your the paper stuff that we get. So this is paper because it's already thick. You don't need it. You can use it as photo matting. And then in the first pocket, I did this. This is a KS Craft like arched pocket, and I did some of the words on this cute little heart acetate, and that just goes in here. And I'm going to stick this, and it doesn't even have to go. It just wedges in there. It's, what is that? 3/4 of an inch in. And then I have some of these. I'm going to flip them around so the person can't see that they're getting it, but I like to stick these in a little bit catty corner, and these are going in that deeper hole that I cut. I can feel the corner of it going into that. And I like to do seam binding with a bow because you want like little tidbits, like a dangle here. You got the ribbon up in the left, this ribbon down here on the side, this dangly bit in the center, and then these little Amazon picks that can go in the hole as well. You kind of just stick it in there. Oh wait, it goes on the glossy side. So it can go in that hole. And then embellishments, I purposely did some of them taller, like the paper. So this one will go in the back crease, as you can see, like this. Give it some height. And then this one goes a little bit lower, like that. And then this is a great time to use all those straws, or if you did a pokey tool or a wand. And this can go in the first section, like so, a little straw hanging out. And now you just have a super fun, you know, very busy, but I love the way that that looks. There's a lot going on. It goes from tall to short, the little things in the very front, and then like pokey things like a stir stick, all the fun things you've been hauling, all the ribbon you've been hauling, cabochons you've been hauling. You could use it all on these things. You could also hole punch this and add a dangle right here. And then you add your little maker's mark on the very back. And there you go. You have a loaded Valentine's Day bag. All right. If you guys have any questions, please leave some comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next crafty video. Bye, guys.